Yeah, that's right, Colleen. I'm at the Jewish Temple and Center. What we've done is we've just continued to drive down Altadena Drive, and as we continue our way, we just see homes and the Jewish Temple and Center burning. This is where my colleague Macy Jenkins was out live earlier, where it was burning for several hours, and you can see it is continuing to burn. We're watching this roof just go up in flames, and it looks like this entire building it's a massive center. It is just crumbling with the intensity of the heat. We see just a skeleton, some walls, some fencing. We see a play set, but this roof, every time we get a large gust of wind and it comes in, that fire flares up. And it looks like the concrete and the metal is just melting right here. I'm joined by this man right here, Alex Fernandez. Sir, you've been out here. You used to go to this temple. Alex, you came out here to see what was happening. What is it like to see this burn?
I feel numb to it. I'm telling you, it's like a bad, horrific dream. To see that it's not going to be here tomorrow. The whole place is lighting up.
Wow, sorry. Okay, there is a gust of wind. Let's go. Let's move over here. Yeah, there are embers just flying, Colleen.
Crazy. It's going to catch on to one of the roofs over there. I don't think what's behind us is going to be here tomorrow. There's no water over here. There's not enough. I'm sure they had them palisades and they had to come on back here. But this is
Yeah, it almost makes you speechless. It's difficult to see.
Yeah, it's so sad. I just no, I'm good. Thank you.
All right. Well, Alex, thank you for talking with us tonight. Alex's story, along with many other people, this is what we're hearing. They grew up in these neighborhoods, their homes, the temple that they used to go to, now just watching it burn to the ground, and these winds. Yeah, and those trees, these embers that are continuing to fly everywhere, Colleen and Kathy, they quickly catch on fire. These trees, that's what we've seen as we've been driving up and down Altadena Drive. We've seen more than 30, 40 homes, these structures just burning. And the resources stretched very thin out here tonight. We see a lot of firefighters, a lot of resources out here. But when we were up about a mile on Altadena Drive, we didn't see any crews. We didn't see any water being put on those massive flames that were burning on both sides of the street. And right now, we saw crews in here earlier, but at this point, it's a total loss. You don't have crews coming in here, putting water on it, because at this point, it's just so difficult. This fire is moving so rapidly. These flames are so intense, and you can see that roof just getting ready to collapse right now. We see that gaping hole as those flames shoot up through that roof, and it's just right next to a tree. There's lots of sheets of metal. We've heard glass just popping out here, and a lot of these embers, see how they are flowing towards us. They are moving in different directions, left and right, and there are a lot of massive trees, and just across the street, Colleen and Kathy, homes. And it doesn't take much for these homes, these apartments, to catch on fire with these winds. The winds, they seem calm in this moment, but as I said that, the wind just picked up, and these strong winds, it's what we're seeing, the most intense that we've seen all night. Difficult to stand, difficult to hold yourself up, and that's what's fueling this fire. That is why we do not see an end in sight, at least for now. I'll send it back to you in the studio.
Tracy, do you see any firefighters, any first responders there at all, or is the temple just a loss?
Colleen, I do not see any fire crews near this temple trying to, we see a fire truck driving up the street, and as you can see, wow, this is just an incredible picture. You see those embers flying above that fire truck, Colleen, and what's frightening is it's flying directly towards these homes, hundreds of homes in this neighborhood where all these embers are flying. The air is completely dark with smoke, but we do not see any fire crews actively working on the Jewish Temple and Center, but we do see them up and down the street. We have seen them working on some of the homes, but it's just really hard to get a handle on this fire. There's so many structures burning, and they're doing what they can, and there's just not enough of them out here right now.
You painted quite a picture when you showed us the temple and then across the street, homes that have not even been touched, and hopefully those people evacuated just in case. But right now their homes are safe, but it's just a few feet from where this temple that means a lot to so many people is being destroyed. It's hard to grasp.
Well, the Christmas spirit was in full swing.